Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ in the studio with me.
What's going on, buddy?
What's going on? Yeah, so, there's a lot of stuff going on, actually. We have some big announcements this week that involve us going to Barbados, Bonaire, and Indonesia. I have been...
it's about time you went somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. As usual, what happens is I'll go through these spurts of time where we are in the studio and we're working week in, week out, and then all of a sudden everything will just pop all at once. I mean, we've been talking about doing trips to Bonaire, Indonesia, and Barbados, the Bahamas quite a bit, and I've been waiting for a lot of callbacks, to get things locked down. And as we got out of the scuba shows here a few weeks ago in Atlantic City and in Long Beach, I've just been on the phone constantly, nonstop since. And finally, everything dropped this week. And we have some big stuff to share this week on specific dates and things like that. And I have probably... I've surfed the web and planned some travel this week, more difficult than I've ever done in the history of Scuba Radio.
Why?
Well, just the flights, the schedules, and things like that. Like in particular, I'm going out with Explore Ventures in October to Indonesia to dive one of their liveaboards out there. And I'll get more specific on that as we get closer.
That will be awesome.
It will be amazing. I'm going to Raja Ampat.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go there.
You've always wanted to go to Raja Armpit, haven't you? Go ahead, say it. Make the joke.
Roger's armpit.
Right. That's,
But it looks like quite the opposite of an armpit.
Exactly. This is like Mount Everest type style diving. It's been on my list forever. It's kind of like the cream of the crop. I've heard about it for years. This is the one place years ago. I've told this story on Scuba Radio several times.
That's okay.
Howard,
bore us with it again.
Yes. Howard and Michelle Hall, the IMAX film couple that, pretty much do all the big movies when it comes to IMAX and underwater filming. There was a movie they released. I don't remember the title of it, but it was featured in Raja Ampat. And it had these bungalows out over the water on stilts. And our crew went to go see a premiere of this film. This had to be at least 15 years ago, I bet. And we watched it. It was unbelievable. The underwater marine life and the IMAX format was just perfect for this. And I've talked to Howard and Michelle about it, and it's just one of their favorite places on the planet. And we watched it, and the crew just started getting all over me saying, Greg, we want to go there. We want to go to Raja Ampat. And I was like, okay. So I started working on it, and it's taken 15 years. But I'm finally making it happen. And the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, they have to be ecstatic. We got Bubble Boy, we got Casey the Tobacco Nut, Barry the Bugger, Vinny Two Tanks, also, Jerry the Diver Guy, and a couple other special guests. Chef Anton's with us today, by the way. And as well as Dennis Captain Dennis from the airplane show is with us, and they may remember.
Shouldn't Dennis be Diver Dennis for this show?
Well, he will be. He's going to be Lobster Diver Dennis. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. But everybody, as part of the show, if they remember me talking about Rajan Pat, they were probably part of that group.
What crew? I don't remember going to that. I didn't see that movie. So
Well, that was probably it was so long ago. It might have been before your time, actually.
then that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it could have been. Could have been. You don't remember seeing the IMAX film with the bungalows out over the water on stilts and things?
No, I would have remembered that.
Yeah. Well, but you've seen the pictures. Now.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures, but
You've seen those
I
type
did
of
not go to
resorts.
that movie with you.
Yeah, I mean, Casey the Tobacco Nut, I believe. I think he was part of that crew, right? Right, Casey?
Greg, yeah. But
And
you have
now-
to remember, Greg,
Mm-hmm.
you have to remember, we did our first road trip, you, me, and Dick,
Yeah.
to Marineland in 93, 94.
Well, that would have been 3
So that
years
was way
before we
before a
started
lot
the
of
show.
these
So,
youngsters joined us.
yeah, but that 93, 94 was before we even started Scuba Radio, Casey. So you're off on your dates a little, but it was way back there.
Well, Marineland was our first road trip.
Yeah, but anyway, we didn't start Scuba Radio till 97. April 1st,
Okay,
1997.
Weren't you
So
doing your
shortly.
little blip on the radio channel at that time for us?
No.
No, that's
No?
what he's counting as starting.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
You're close. You're
Barry
very close.
Barry the Bugger wants to support me in this and congratulate me on the fact that I'm going to Rajan Pat and he's not, right?
Yeah, but I was with you at the Fort Lauderdale IMAX when they did premiere that movie.
Yes, you remember. It's
Yeah.
like it was yesterday,
All right,
huh?
there's two of them.
It was a
Okay.
lot long ago.
Yeah.
But I have that movie on DVD. So,
So
if you
you're
ever need
very
to review it.
right.
The old heads, as they say.
Yes.
The old heads.
The OG.
I could have swore you said you were taking the crew on that
No,
trip.
no. I said the crew bugged me and said we need to go or you need to go
We
to.
need to go. Yeah.
Well, you said, but that's the thing. So I'm going.
He's very carefully selecting his words. What
Yes.
I heard him say earlier was
So
the crew will be excited.
So
Just
the
like
bottom
the
but
line,
not
is,
really a good reason why they'd be excited.
no, they're excited for me that I finally get to go to Rajan Pat and go there for a couple weeks and be able to do the
but
radio
not as
show.
excited as if they were able to go.
No. It's just as excited because I'll get there and we'll do a show from the boat, from the liveaboard boat, or in one of those bungalows out over the water, and I'll be able to say, "Hey guys, I'm here in Rajan Pat. Suck it, losers."
You keep saying
There it
we
is.
could
That's
all
what it's
throw
all about.
Sleeping bags
What a
on the
dick.
floor of your lodge.
You know that was coming before long.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and I'm glad you guys are happy for me to finally be able to pull this off. It took so
I
long.
was happy until you told me to suck it.
What
We'd
we're
be happier for you if we were invited.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, Chef's got his own thing going on. We'll talk about that.
What
in
we're
just a bit.
happy about, Greg, is
That
getting
I'm
rid
going
of
and
you
you're
for
not.
No, we're getting rid of you for 2 weeks.
Yes, okay.
There is a plus.
Yeah,
And
but he always comes
customs
back.
might not let him back in the country either.
True.
We can only hope.
Okay. Well, whatever. I'm going to Rajan Pat, and you guys are not.
Keep talking smack. We'll plant some drugs on your.
No,
on your
you.
luggage.
No, you will
You'll
not.
never leave.
No.
That
All
are
you got to do is put a
You'll-
22 shell in his bag.
You'll
You know,
rot in
Just
jail.
One empty shell.
that or break his leg one.
Yeah. Can't you feel the love tonight? I'm channeling in my best Jerry the Diver guy because I got to digress. His birthday was yesterday, and he called me late in the day, and I feel kind of bad. 'cause
Happy 62nd.
We're talking about some stuff. And I was like, hey, I got this going for the show tomorrow and all this stuff. And I said, what are you up to? He goes, well, just celebrating my birthday. And I'm like, oh, man, I forgot your birthday. He goes, weren't you on Facebook? It's all over Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, no, I wasn't. I've been busy scheduling this trip, right?
You know who didn't? Yeah, thinking about yourself. You know who didn't forget it?
Who?
This guy.
Well, yeah, well, you didn't. And I think the rest of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad didn't either. They all remembered. But I did forget. But I'm prepared to make up for it. I've done something that I've never done for any other Scuba Radio Scuba Squad member, and that's coming up next on the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Hopefully it'll be enough for Jerry the Diver Guy.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo with a buddy or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Show off your good taste and wear your favorite radio show and podcast logo with official Scuba Radio merch.
Merch is short for merchandise.
No Thank you. Very helpful. We've got more than ever at ScubaRadio.com.
I like it. Sweet.
We're talking high-quality, sharp-looking Scuba Radio hats, shirts, hoodies, beach towels, blankets, board shorts, rash guards, pajama pants, coffee mugs, phone cases, magnets, umbrellas, wall clocks, tennis shoes, even flip-flops.
That's a mouthful.
It is a lot of Scuba Radio swag.
Big time. Lots of stuff. Speaking of which, tell them about the Scuba Radio stuff for women divers.
We didn't forget about the ladies. We've got women's leggings, crop top tees, and tons more stuff for women.
I rock my Scuba Radio merch all the time. Tons of compliments.
Flex your riz.
What?
Represent the drip.
Just don't.
The biggest assortment of Scuba Radio merch ever. Get yours now at ScubaRadio.com.
Scuba Radio. Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Jackie and Peter are fun. They go to concerts. They are both getting their scuba licenses.
Don't like scuba people. I'm a dry land guy.
I know how you feel about fish people.
No, fish people are the worst, okay?
Scuba, scuba.
I think you should give it to me.
Scuba, scuba.
What?
Scuba boy, won't you take me there too?
You know, baby.
Scuba boy, won't you take me there too?
That was a party.
Scuba boy, won't you take me there too?
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
I agree. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Okay, so yesterday, Jerry the Diver Guy gave me a call at the end of the day, and we were chatting, and it got brought up that it was his birthday. And I just, I'm usually really good at this. You know that, CJ. When it's one of the members of the Scuba Squad, I'm usually one of the first people to wish him a happy birthday. Aren't I? Come on.
Yeah.
Be honest. I am. And
so what happened to Jerry?
Well, because of all this travel, I've been trying to get squared away this week. It just escaped my radar. He said it's all over.
Flights to Roger's armpit.
Yes. And, the thing, he said it was all over Facebook, and I'm sure it was, and I would have seen it, but I wasn't on social media. I was just bogged down with this, and I felt really bad. So I was like, hung up the phone. I was like, all right, I got to do something to make up for this slip up. Because, Jerry's been a big member of this crew.
Why do I have the feeling this will end in humiliation?
No, never. But what I will say, I dug deep into my pockets and decided, okay, let's do something special. And I flew in a special guest to the studio.
What's her name?
This is a first time this has ever happened, but I was like, I'm going to do it. And I flew in his close personal friend, Bigfoot. Now, he's in the studio behind the curtain over here. You can't see on YouTube, Facebook Live, or Twitch.
How are you going to
because-
do that? Because he's notoriously camera shy.
Well, he said, I cannot be on camera, but I will perform for you.
Perform?
Live on Scuba Radio. But we can't have it on video, so you're only going to hear the audio of this. So, Bigfoot, come on in. Take it away.
Hey, Scuba Radio.
Wow.
Hey, Bigfoot, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, a little birdie told me that my favorite Scuba Radio Scuba Squad cutie is celebrating a birthday today.
That's true. It is true.
Kill the dance music. I'm trying to sing.
Whoa.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
Is he wearing a tutu?
Happy birthday, Jerry the Diver Guy.
He's not Marilyn Monroe, but...
Happy birthday to you.
He's not a bad singer. I'll give him that much. Good props to you there. Whoa. What's going on there?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
He's got his own audience.
Oops. Make a wish, Jerry, and blow out all those candles.
Oh, no, that was funny, though. Oh, whoa.
Excuse me. Almost forgot. I have a surprise for you later in our favorite glamping spot in the woods. Don't wear underwear.
What is going on?
Sorry. So embarrassing.
Oh, man.
That one hurt a little.
Who's gonna clean
I
that
think
up?
I must have eaten some bad lettuce.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry. See you later. Okay, Scuba Radio. Bye.
Wow. Jerry, you might have to come to the studio to clean this up. I mean, I was willing to pay for the airfare and bring him out here for you, and you're welcome. But I
You're
didn't.
never going to get that out of the carpet.
Yeah, that's.
Ah.
Wow. That's disturbing.
Stinks.
I'm so glad you forgot my birthday now.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
He forgets everybody's birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gay Bigfoot. One more time. One more time. Give it up for Gay Bigfoot.
I will say I didn't realize he could
carry a tune.
Carry a tune like that. That was actually pretty impressive. He has some serious pipes on him. You know? So
in more ways than one.
Okay.
All I can tell you is you probably made Fleming happy in Sweden.
Why is that? Why?
He's a fan of Gay Bigfoot.
Well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He mentioned him on Facebook.
There's a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
following Jerry the Diver Guy and would they live vicariously through him and his ramps or his prancing through the woods. So, there you go. Well, happy birthday, Jerry.
Apparently they go glamping.
And hopefully I made up for the fact that I forgot his birthday yesterday. I mean,
I'm sure that makes up.
I wouldn't do that for anyone. I'll tell you.
Your wife messaged me and told me happy birthday at like 10 o'clock or something.
Oh yeah, she told
and
me
you
that.
just
Yeah.
totally completely forgot about it.
Yeah. I said, I went in one ear, out the other. I was working too much, man. But
Yeah,
I think
work.
I made up for it. I mean, you know how much it costs to fly a 8-foot hairy creature, across the country? And by the way, it was
don't know.
economy
I've never
plus.
done it.
I didn't put him in coach. I put him in economy plus.
I was gonna say
I
he's
thought
gonna
you
need
had to
some
put
leg
him in.
room.
I thought you had to put him in baggage in one of those animal crates.
Nope.
That would be cruel, Barry.
Yeah, he's not an animal.
Barry.
Oh, I'm sure they put food and water in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sure.
Okay.
You're sure.
All
Okay.
Well, anywho, that's just how we treat the members of our Scuba
How does he
Radio
get
Scuba Squad.
in and out of the airport incognito?
I don't
Like,
care. I
put
got
a
him here.
baseball hat and sunglasses
It
on
was-
and be like, I'm Teen Wolf.
I don't
I'm
know
not
where
Bigfoot."
he's going from here because I said, hey, you can't stay here. And as a matter of fact, he just proved why he can't. It's going to take a while to get that stink out of the studio, that's for sure.
He needs
So-
some fiber is what he needs.
You think? I don't know. He might have too
Sounds like
much.
he had plenty of fiber.
Yeah, I think he had plenty. Maybe he'll head down to South Florida, go get some lobster because Captain Dennis.
Oh, that'd make him worse.
If anything, I think he's been hitting the melted butter a little too much.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to get that saltwater fish smell out of fur.
Yeah.
Because it took a long time just to get it out of my wetsuit.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
WTMI.
anything would be an improvement to what we just witnessed here in the studio, I will say.
Great job, Greg.
Yeah.
That completely backfired
I
on
didn't
you.
think that through.
Do you ever?
All the way.
Do you ever?
Yeah, I do sometimes. But just not
You know,
today.
Greg, if the travel's really getting that hard on you, any of us could go to any of these destinations and report back.
Oh, that's a stupid idea. And never will happen.
Casey could tell him he's Greg. I mean, you have similar hair.
He does have a goatee, doesn't he?
Yeah. He could just be like, hey, I'm Greg. And they'd be like,
No,
oh, Greg.
no, he's not nearly as good looking as me.
You humbly admit.
Yes. All right, we'll regroup and come up with something else next. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Whether you're an experienced diver or you've always wanted to learn, Bonaire offers untouched dive sites that are among the last truly unspoiled places on Earth. Those in the know consider Bonaire the shore diving capital of the world. However, there's so much more to this undersea wonderland. So if calm seas, a protected marine park, and great visibility sound good to you, Bonaire is calling to you. Go to BonaireIsland.com and start planning your Bonaire diving adventure today. That's BonaireIsland.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Bimini has some absolutely outstanding scuba diving. It's situation between the Gulf Stream just being a mile and a half offshore to the west and the mangroves and Bahama Bank off to the east. Very, very few places can match up to what Bimini offers.
Bimini Island, oh, Bimini Island.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I'm actually planning to get over to Bimini on top of all the other places I mentioned earlier. Indonesia, Bonaire, Barbados. You're going to hear more about this a little bit later on. Matter of fact, Chef Anton, who's with us, the scuba magician,
yes, sir,
has some news. He's going to do a liveaboard trip. You know, Casey was just talking about, why don't you send some of us to go report on what we see, and we'll help you, cover some of those bases. And Chef Anton is going to do just that, I believe, in Saba. So
yeah, I'm going in about 2 weeks with Explorer Adventure, actually.
Yeah. So Casey, where the hell have you been?
I've been in a hospital.
Oh,
recuperating.
okay. That old nugget. Sure.
Yeah. Well, I still pull it out every once in a while.
Excuse me?
For a few more weeks. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're not talking any gay Bigfoot stuff.
No,
That's for Jerry.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
All Jerry's.
Yes.
The Bigfoot did share a little secret that your listeners might want to go to the Facebook page for Explorer Adventures. Maybe sometime on Monday there might be some special Bigfoot discounts coming.
Okay. Well, I think they want to be they want to distance themselves as much as possible from Bigfoot. I'm sure of this, but I'm sure that little nugget of news that you just shared is very valuable for our listeners today. Yeah.
And if they happen to be on the boat the 22nd to the 29th, which is when I'm going to Saba, I understand the Scuba Magician's also doing a private show for everybody.
There you go.
There you
So he's going to go do that and do the Saba itinerary that's that cruises around that beautiful island, one of my favorite islands in the Caribbean for sure, if not the world. It was also, remember, the backdrop of the original King Kong, Skull Island, the black and white version of King Kong. That was modeled, or actually it was filmed from the island of Saba, which is the island of women, by the way, is Saba, the island of women. What are you looking at me like you giving me the stink eye?
You said the same thing in Grenada.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Wrong. No, they no Saba.
Isn't women law like Mujeres?
Well,
Mujeres,
no,
in
Isla
Mexico?
Mujeres. There's an island there, but no, Saba is known as the island of women. There may be. I mean, Isla Mujeres, is that what that means in Spanish?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So they have one in Mexico too, but Saba.
We saw the film on Explore Adventure.
Yeah, yeah. Vinny Two Tanks backs me up
I've seen
on
it
that.
a couple times. I've seen it 3 times.
He knows. If anybody knows about the island of women and lady boys, it would be Vinny Two Tanks.
I saw
thought that was an
Never
Indonesia
been on that
thing.
island tour. What's it like? What would one expect?
Yeah, well, first off, you'll traverse the road that could never be built on
And
the
you get
island
to,
of
you
Saba.
get to see the best airport in the world. Safest.
It's the shortest commercial runway in the world is on the island of Saba. So they'll take you up on a little land tour one afternoon during the cruise there, Chef, and you'll go there and maybe stop off at the Tipsy Goat Bar, have a cocktail at some point.
Tell us that high.
What's up that high, Jerry? What'd you say?
I said tell Lisette hi.
Lisette is the bartender, yeah. At Tipsy Goat. Yeah. Jerry knows them all, trust me. He's been kicked out of all the bars of Saba. But anywho, they got an interesting runway. And if you fly, it's much better to take the boat around the island, if you ask me, because it's the shortest runway, commercial runway in the world. And when they go off of the runway,
So you're not flying into that.
I'm not. Nope. But when they take
You
off,
gotta take a
literally,
test before you fly into it.
yeah, you got to have a special type of license to even be able to fly into the airport there in Saba. But when they take off, they go to the end of the runway, and then fire up the engines, take off, and it literally drops, and then it.
So it's like an aircraft carrier.
Kind of, yeah.
Fly or sink.
Mm-hmm.
There are several planes that didn't fly.
Yeah, every
off
once
the
in a
end
while
there.
they lose them. Yep.
Yeah, they go off the cliff and whatever. But
Can you dive those? Yeah, I was gonna
right?
say.
yeah, they don't. None of them are wrecks. I don't think that you could dive.
That could have been
anyways.
win-win. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because if you were diving it and another plane came down and wrecked, it'd be a bad day.
That'd be a bad day. And it's mostly right there where the runway is. It's kind of parallel to the beach. So it's like if it doesn't make it, if it doesn't take off the rest of the way, it's going to land into like a side of the island kind of thing. But they figured it out. But it's not really, a kind of flight I'd want to take. It's much better to take the Explorer Ventures boat. And like I said, do that afternoon tour. That's what makes that itinerary pretty unique for them. By the way,
But where do you got to fly into somewhere?
Oh yeah, well it starts in that itinerary starts in St. Martin or St. Kitts and goes back and forth every other
And they have
week.
like
right?
normal runways.
Yeah, exactly. There's full jet service into both of those places. Yeah, so you don't have you don't have to do that. So it leaves St. Martin, for instance, one week, and then it'll cruise around the island of Saba for a few days, and then they'll go over to St. Kitts. Might hit Statia. I don't know if they got Statia as an island
St. Kitts
between.
is known as the island of kitties.
That is not factually accurate.
It's not?
But who's to say, right? I don't know. But you could always find out. But yeah, it's a great one. It's the original itinerary that launched Explorer Ventures Liveaboard years ago, like 40 years, I think it's been going now. And that was their first itinerary. So you got the Caribbean
they know it
Explorer
well.
too. Yes, they know it well. It's a great itinerary. I've done it. I bet I've been on that boat and done that itinerary at least, 5 to 10 times. And hung around the island of Women. I always do the tour. Even though I've done it many, many times, I would never not go on the island of Saba. It's just too beautiful and very, very nice. So Chef's up for a treat. And if you join them on the 22nd of August, right, Chef? That's when it is?
Yep.
So if you join them, yeah, you're going to get the added bonus of possibly him doing a little magic show.
I'm going to ask you to circle back on something that you just glossed over and did not explain at all.
Okay, what's that?
Why is it called the Island of Women? And how are the women on the island?
Well, back in the day, before they had docks and things, before they had the road that could never be built, there's literally a famous road that traverses up the island of Saba. And at the time, in the 50s or whenever this was, they said, engineering-wise, this could never be done. And this guy came to the island and goes, I could do it. And he did it. And he built this road. But before that, they didn't have a way other than, taking donkeys all over the island or walking stuff up from the shift cliffs of Saba. It's a very dramatic. Huh?
What kind of cliffs?
The steep. Yeah. Those really, it just jettisons up out of the ocean it's a very unique island in that sense. So there's not a place for them to, they didn't have docks and stuff back then. So they had a lot of women on board, but all the guys would leave the island and sail to get, fish and food and stuff. And then they'd be out at sea for days and days, and the women would stay home and, raise kids and things like that and wait for the fishermen to come in. The good old days is what you would say probably at this point. I gave you I opened the door for you, CJ, and you didn't take it.
How dare you?
I know how you think, unfortunately.
You think you do.
Well, okay. So, but that's why it was known as the Island of Women. They would wait for the fishermen to come in. It was like literally the ratio was 9 women to every 1 man on the island of Saba.
Till they came home.
Well, not necessarily. It's a little different now, but that was the ratio. That was
okay. Well, thank you. Now we know.
Now you know the rest of the story.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Here comes old Greg. He's a scaly manfish.
He's Greg the Dive Master.
What you doing in my waters?
The show is a disaster.
I got something to show you.
He's Greg the Dive Master.
Hi there.
Master. Dive Master. Dive Master. Dive Master.
Come on, Greg. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Nart. Hello, fishies.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Okay, so we've celebrated Jerry's birthday. We've talked about the Explorer Ventures liveaboard that Chef Anton, the scuba magician, is going to be on August 22nd. By the way, Monday, once again, if you go to Explorer Ventures Facebook page, there's rumors that we've been told that there could be a special flash sale going on. I don't know. You'll have to go check it out for yourself if you want to save a few bucks on Monday this week and see what happens. We also are going to talk about Barbados with Kenny from Sweetwater Scuba here in just a bit. However, the other big news that happened this week was Florida Spiny Lobster mini season. And we got Captain Dennis from our Just Plain Radio show who buddied up with Barry the Bugger to go catch Florida spiny lobsters. And they were the only Scuba Radio Scuba Squad members that did so. As I've said, I've been pretty busy booking some trips and things this week, so I couldn't go. But they went to go catch some tail for the rest of us so we could feast amongst ourselves. And I don't know, Barry, you came up short. And by short, I don't mean by short tails. They had to
we
throw
got
back.
2 of those too. We had to
Oh,
throw those.
Dennis. Okay, Dennis is going to try to save face. And
Hey,
say
we
that
got
the-
2 shorts, 2 pregos, and 2 keepers. I think that's still a pretty good day. That's 6 lobsters in the trap. That's 6 more than you got.
well, this is true, but not enough.
Only
to
2 of
share.
them count.
Dennis, was the tail good?
Actually, Abby took it and used it to make lobster bisque. I didn't get any.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
It was she caught it. It was fair and square. It was her.
Yeah. He's a
her
hunt.
first trip out and her first cat trip.
Okay.
So
All right.
did
That's
great.
Dennis's daughter. He took her out there and made her into a hunter gatherer.
And she's good.
And she feasted on the spoils
Yeah.
of what they caught. So you guys didn't catch enough to share with us. So you
Nope.
guys definitely suck. First off.
now we have to go back and do it again.
Yeah, that's true. I will say you did it in style though, because I saw Dennis has gotten into the 3D printing thing, the craze, and he's kind of a gadget guy. And
he is a gadget guy.
He went down in Pompano Beach this past week on mini season with a brand new ScubaRadio lobster mini season gauge, a lobster gauge that he made up on his 3D printer, and they look awesome.
Yep.
And matter of fact, Barry told me, first off, he said he didn't really catch much. And I said, well, yeah, but did you use your new ScubaRadio lobster gauge? And he goes, no, I didn't want to use that. I might lose it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
But it's personalized. If you lose it, they know who to give it back to.
Right.
It says
Sure.
Barry the Bugger right on the back.
Yeah, they're going to go look around South Florida. You know anyone named Barry the Bugger?
Well,
yeah, that could be a little strange.
Well, I mean,
Could just call the station.
Yeah. No,
Or they
that's going to go on my bucket, my lobster bucket, which we use to hold our lobsters.
Yeah. Well, so Dennis, did you use one of the new ScubaRadio lobster gauges or no?
Of course I did.
Yeah. I just can't believe Barry valued it so much. He's like, I can't use this.
Well, I can replace mine very easily.
Well, that's
was
true.
Yeah. And it's the same thing with my old dive knife. I've decided to retire it after this last dive.
After you
'cause I don't
killed
wanna
how
lose
many
it.
people?
Well, the DNA scrubs off after a while.
Right.
So,
But no, I'm very confused here. I mean, that Barry didn't use his lobster gauge. He found it so valuable that it had the ScubaRadio logo on it and his name. He didn't want to use it.
It's a collector's item.
Collector's item.
Okay.
It's special.
Collector's
it's gonna go right
item.
next to his red hat.
Well, that may be, but who else is going to want to bury the bugger lobster gauge? That's the thing that's a little confusing
go.
to me.
Wear it on the
Barry.
side.
I mean,
Hey, wear it as a necklace.
or use it to catch lobsters. That was the goal to inspire you to catch more lobster, Barry, and you didn't. I'm a little I'm confused. I don't understand.
We went out. The first boat, the morning boat, caught more bugs than we did. When we went out, a lot of the places that we were at had already had some issues. There weren't many left. Also, we were buddied up. If we had CJ and Jerry with us, we would have had our own group.
That's why I wanted to go out at midnight.
If there would have been there were 2 other guys that came along with us, and they kind of slowed things down a little bit.
Yeah, let's just say the guy with the flag, you stay with him.
Yeah, and they didn't understand that.
What do you mean they didn't understand it?
Well,
What
I'm
happened?
never lost. I had the flag.
Right.
They did. What they pull a Jerry the Diver guy on you?
We all
pretty
just
much,
said-
yes.
we
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, so Jerry, just to refresh everyone's memory, years ago on a mini season with me and CJ, we went down and CJ was carrying the bag, and Jerry
And the flag.
Yeah, and the flag, right? And you got to stay with the guy who has the flag, otherwise you're lost. And Jerry,
Greg stayed with me.
Jerry got lobster fever.
Jerry took off.
He saw some lobsters and he said, "Screw these guys! I'm going to get the lobster." And he kind of created some issues for us that day that didn't go over real well.
We had to rescue him.
Yeah, and it just kind of screwed up everything.
You're
a
muted,
little bit,
Jerry.
which is probably a good thing.
Nobody got rescued. You all wrote
Oh
off
no, we were going to
with
leave
me.
you. We were going to leave you, but it would
You
have
all
been.
got mad because I found the lobsters and took them out.
Koji
and-
insisted we
and
search
caught
for
every
you.
si- I was on
the captain, right?
He's honorable because he's Japanese.
You're not gonna you're not gonna change the story. Sorry. Quit trying to rewrite history, Jerry the Diver Guy. It is what
Y'all
it is.
need to be truthful.
But just so I'm clear, so the people on the boat with you, Dennis and Barry, the other guys were they were kind of like that. They just saw lobsters and didn't stay around the flag.
Pretty much, they got the lobster fever and were gone. We surfaced and waited for them. The boat came over. Hey, you guys need us to pick you up? No, we're not lost. We have the flag. So they gave us the clearance to go back down, and the other guys did wind up surfacing on their own later. So
yeah. I mean, were they impressed?
Abby caught the one lobster. What about the other one? I thought there was two.
Barry
legals.
got the other one.
Okay.
The other keeper.
I got the other keeper. I caught one pregnant. It was big.
Yeah, that's all I care
about
is the keepers.
The keepers.
Mm-hmm.
But when these guys took off, we all hit the bottom, and they start looking, and they just disappeared. And then we're with, Dennis is with Abby and I.
Yeah.
And, she's getting good. She's spotting the lobsters and we're going after them. And then we look around. Where's Dennis? So we did the right thing. We looked around. We came back up. She saw your fins from that far away. She says, "There's Dad," because he has the force fins.
Yeah.
So
all right, that's the thing.
Together when we went back down.
If you get separated and you from the guy with the flag, you're supposed to look around for a minute, and if you can't find him for whatever reason, you go to the surface, and if you can find the flag, then you can maybe go back down depending on how much air you have left in your tank. That's the usual protocol.
Yeah.
For things,
which is exactly what we did, and it worked out great.
Yeah, but the real thing was anyone like even those guys that left the flag. Were they impressed that you had your own, personalized lobster gauge, or could have they given a rat's ass?
No, they didn't care. But one thing's for sure, they burned through their ear too quick.
They did.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
That's their problem. They came right back up.
Okay. All right. Well, it's one way to try to, redeem yourself since you got skunked, more or less. Blame it on those guys, but
I'm just glad he went diving.
Well, that's true. Well, we'll look at the bright side. All right, hour 2 on deck, and we're going to talk about diving in Barbados, among many other things. Stay close.
There, you want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go! Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters?
Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to Hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving, otherwise known as
The Douche.
The Deuce. And CJ's in the studio with me, Scuba Radio, Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger, or lack thereof, since he only caught one tail. We may have to change his title. We got Bubble Boy, Vinny Two Tanks, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Jerry the Diver Guy, even Dennis from our Just Plain radio show. Diver Dennis, that's what we're going to call him instead of Captain Dennis.
I mean, that was just a suggestion.
Terrible idea.
You got names for everyone else.
Yeah, but we'll take it under advisement and file it accordingly. Kenny from Sweetwater Scuba is joining us for Hour 2 today, too. We're going to talk about Barbados and what it's known for, rum and Rihanna. That's all I really know, but I think we're going to dive a little deeper into that here a little bit later on. But before we get to that, I want to bring on the crew that took Jerry and CJ shark teeth diving to Venice Beach. We got them on the line. Is it Chris and who? Who do we have over there from Venice Beach, Florida? What are the names?
Chaz and Caden.
Chaz and Caden. Okay, first off, guys, I'm going to give you the opportunity to throw these guys under the bus. How did they stack up as divers
How
for shark
dare
teeth?
you?
Well, you didn't even bring in your shark tooth today.
You didn't ask me to.
I didn't think I had to. If you were so proud of it, I thought you would have bring it in and like, hey,
you
look at
don't
this.
care. You don't care.
Of course I do. I
brought mine, Greg.
Okay, you got a nub there, but it's a pretty good size. Oh, okay. What? All right. Is that a megalodon?
That's a turd.
Yeah. This side was broke.
Okay. Fair enough. But CJ got one that wasn't a megalodon, but it was a what? A mako.
Yeah.
How common is that, guys, for someone to find a mako tooth on one of your Venice Beach shark dives, you think?
A nice mako tooth like that.
And it cleaned up nice. Look at that.
Okay, he's got oh, yeah, it did. He showed me a picture. Yeah. All right. Yeah, a tooth like that is what, fairly rare, or what would you say?
I'd say that we definitely get more megs than we do makos coming up.
Yeah.
We'll get like little makos, like an inch or under an inch, but anytime you get anything up towards that 2 inches, you don't see them nearly as much as you see the meg teeth.
This was about, I measured, I think it was like 2 1/4, 2 1/2.
Yeah, and I mean that looks like an old one, like a petrified megalodon tooth.
Yeah, it's all black now.
Yeah, so that would have been from back in the day, I assume, a big ass mako shark. You got any ideas how big that would be if you're judging it by teeth? What would you tell them?
So when it comes to shark's teeth in general, it's 10 foot per inch.
Ooh. Okay.
So about 20
That's a
feet.
big ass shark.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that the whole tooth with the root or just the shiny part?
It's the whole tooth
All
and
of
nothing
it.
but the tooth. Yeah. But so okay, well, that's cool.
I'm
That's a
counting the
cool
root.
find. And if you would have shown me that, I would. I mean, I don't know my teeth that well. I would have thought that was a meg, but because it's curved like that, that's what makes it different in a.
The makos don't have the burlette.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you have your root, you have the burlette, and then you have the enamel. The meg teeth are the only ones that have that burlette.
Gotcha. The root part of it, of the tooth.
Well,
yeah, he's holding
does
up
that
one.
look like it has that? That might be.
It kind of looks like that. I mean, what is that then? What do you
Put
think?
it on the,
Can he see? We're showing this on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. And
so you've got the root,
yeah,
and then you've got the enamel on his.
Yeah,
it's missing this part right here, which is the burlette. It's
That
right
little,
under the
that
root.
pointy
little,
part.
yeah, it's kind of like.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because the meg tooth's kind of go in a V at the root.
That's the part right here on mine. That's about all's left.
Right.
I was about to say on the Venice black teeth, it's a little bit harder to see, but yeah, you can see how it's black, and then it goes to the shiny enamel.
Right. Yeah, that one you're holding right there. I mean, well, that's at least 4 or 5 inches,
huge.
isn't it? That's a big one.
Just over 5.
Okay, so and that would be going for how
It's about
much
a
if you sold it
50-foot.
in the open market? You know what those things are ranging for, or do you guys pay attention to that stuff?
It's kind of like jewelry and diamonds. It's about $100 per inch generally, and then it goes up quality. So even though like this tooth is smaller,
it's in nicer shape.
It would be worth more than this guy.
I see. Okay. Yeah, and those things sell for big money, for sure.
They do.
So you guys, you have a dive operation. What's the name of it? Let's make sure we get it out there.
Black Gold Fossil Charters.
Say it one more time. Black what?
Black Gold Fossil Charters.
Okay, Black Gold Fossil Charters. Google them or go to their website. And you guys are going out how often in Venice Beach, Florida?
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Permitting.
Yeah. And is it very weather conditional there? I mean, it can be great viz. It could be like nothing, I guess. And you kind of feel along the bottom to find these things. I've done it once before, but I wouldn't say I'm a shark teeth diving expert for that part of Florida.
We're on here with a full boat right now. We need to get all you guys down. Do one big trip.
I'm hip. I'm down. I mean,
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I did it a few years ago, and I have one. I showed CJ before he went out, and mine's about 2-3 inches. I was pretty happy.
Oh, what about your tooth?
Poor guy.
Okay.
It's okay. Only in Venice, Florida is 4 inches considered big.
Hell yeah. So, but yeah, well, yeah, and yeah, Kenny's got a real nice one. You polished yours up all, and I'm talking about the tooth, right? Right, Kenny?
Yeah, I think we soaked it.
We don't know,
In fact, we found it on in the same area, Black Gold, and you guys are new owners, right? With Black Gold, newer-ish with Black Gold Fossil Charters.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we went a few years ago before you guys took it over. We've heard it's you guys are crushing it.
Well,
Yes,
evidently, yeah.
What would like to hear?
If they could take someone like Jerry and CJ and get them anything, I mean that's I mean what goes into this as far as knowing where to dive for these things? Is it constantly changing, or is there just an area there in Venice Beach, Florida, that there's a huge deposit of megalodon shark teeth, or what exactly?
So it's an ancient riverbed, is what we're diving. They used to migrate over from the East Coast. It was warmer water, and they had a food supply, which is the dugons, which you hear people talk about the dugong rib bones.
Yep, I have one of those. Yep, I got one of those with my shark tooth.
I got one of those too.
You did?
So
Yeah.
Okay.
they would come over here, they would feed, they would lay their pups, and then they would travel back over. That's why there's an abundance of teeth here. We're anywhere from about 12 foot to, I'd say 30, 31 foot at the most. So
That's a big ass shark right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were starting.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
was
said
talking
about.
I was talking about depth, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm just well.
So
Still.
I mean, what do you need? You need a flashlight. You need anything, or it's just basically you're diving with the least amount of equipment.
Feeling around the bottom.
Don't they use DPVs?
They could. I guess.
Not on this coast, because you can't blow the sediment down there. It's illegal in the Gulf.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But other areas people use those.
Right.
Correct. Over in like North Carolina and stuff like that. Yeah.
North Carolina does it. Right.
So you just go along the bottom, feel around, look for edges, and if it sticks out, like you touch it, and like, oh, well, that's a tooth. Sweet. All right, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Bunch of different bottom train down there, from reefs to rubble to wave rows. So we're constantly in the water on our off days, downtime, and scanning the bottom to make sure that we can find the best spots to put people.
Yeah. Well, obviously you're doing a pretty good job. If you could take someone like Jerry and CJ and make them into shark teeth hunters. Yeah. That's a pretty good testimonial there. What do you, CJ, you're looking at me in disgust. Why the stink eye? Again. All right, more coming up. Stay close to the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
When it comes to manufacturing quality dive gear, pretty much all the big players were forced to produce their stuff overseas. Next Underwater Products, however, took a different approach, bringing design and assembly back to the USA. They have an impressive story, and you can read all about it at nexdive.com, along with checking out their complete line of high-quality dive gear. Each Nex regulator system is made to order, cutting down on overhead, which allows Nex to give you way more bang for your diving buck. At the core of each Nex regulator is a unique modular design that can be easily modified as your diving skills and preferences evolve over time. And get this, Nex is the Scuba Lab Tester's Choice winner for 2025. Your best dive will be your next dive. Just go to nexdive.com and order now. That's nexdive.com. Nex Underwater Products. Make your next dive your best dive at nexdive.com.
Barbados is known for a lot, like the birthplace of rum. But the underwater attractions are what draw divers to this pristine paradise year-round. Barbados is the wreck diving capital of the Caribbean. Plus, it's the only coral limestone island in the Caribbean, providing coral reef along the entire shoreline, making Barbados a first-class dive destination. So whether it's a visit during Barbados Dive Fest or any other time, Barbados delivers. Plan your dive adventure at visitbarbados.org. That's visitbarbados.org.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I used to watch you at the Improv when I was starting out. Things you made me laugh so hard because I had just started learning to scuba dive. You did that bit about scuba diving and how the whole point of the sport is not to dive.
There's a fish, there's a rock, who cares? Don't dive.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ in the studio with me. We got the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger. We got Bubble Boy, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Vinny Two Tanks, Diver Dennis / Captain Dennis from Just Plain Radio. The list goes on. But even Brittany the Aqua Gypsy has just chimed in. Yo, Brittany.
All-star cast.
That's
today.
right. We got a full crew. And Kenny from Sweetwater Scuba. And then, of course, we got the guys who do the shark teeth dive there in Venice Beach. What is the website? If people want to connect with you guys, I want to get it out there for you guys. What is it?
blackgoldfossilcharters.com.
Okay. blackgoldfossilhunters.com.
Fossil Charters.
Charters, I'm sorry. And so Jerry the Diver Guy and CJ just did it. Had a good old time. They got their shark teeth, and maybe we'll have to revisit that possibility. And actually, the reason they went out with you guys, I think, was because it was a recommendation on Kenny, right? Kenny, you did that back in the day, and that's where you got your shark teeth? Yeah?
Yeah, man. It was, like I said, it was previous owner.
Yeah.
But same one, and you guys, I've heard, have done a great job, and we sent Jerry there, and he came back in one piece.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate for us, but he did.
Shocking.
Yeah. So
we'll have to work on that.
Yeah. How often? Let me throw this at you guys. I mean, they didn't get one of the big ones like you just showed, like that 5.5 incher. How common is it to find something that pristine or that huge in Jupiter? Are you pulling up those things like once a week or something, or would you even put a number on it?
It's kind of a loaded question. I'd say since the hurricanes, it kind of dried out a little bit.
Yeah.
And, when the hurricanes came, they made direct impacts. So we got full rotation. It kind of drug everything in. And then when the water receded, it kind of covered it back up. So I got covered twice. But this past, not this week, but the week before, we had a big storm come through, and it really started to shift everything around. And I mean, there were dives where we had people coming up with 12, 13 megs,
Wow.
40 megs for a total boat. So hunting season is finally back.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like lobster season. If you like after the regular season opens here a week from today, I believe, after a storm front comes through, or even, God forbid, a hurricane or something like that, and stirs up the ocean, the lobsters find new holes and things. You might hit it right after that and really do well. Is that kind of the same thing that happens with Megalodon shark teeth there in Venice Beach, Florida?
Yeah, I'd say so. You definitely, you gotta go have a good crew to get down there and really look at the bottom to know where to take everybody. And when you find a spot that's hot,
should a scuba air?
Yeah.
You just work it until it starts to dry up, and then you kind of bleed off of that into new territory.
Got it. And you guys are the experts, so you kind of just know where to go because you're doing this every day and kind of can help them limit their search and make them, increase the odds as opposed to just going out there blind, I assume, like on your own.
I always tell all my first time divers when they come out with us, if you listen to what we say and you listen to the tips that we tell you, your odds greatly improve.
Right. And that's the problem when you're dealing with someone like Jerry the Diver Guy, especially.
Hey, so to be fair, we do offer for $200 you can have one of us go down with you, and we'll show you how to read the bottom, what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And when you do that, anything that we find goes to you.
Well, there you go.
I'm paying attention, Greg. That's why I come out with stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, I would imagine, yeah. I mean, do you, when you're down there with them especially, are most divers just swimming right across something like, well, there's a teeth. He didn't see it, or she didn't see it because they don't know what to look for, or that happens quite a bit, doesn't it?
I'll tell you this much. When I first started fossil hunting, I was down there trying to film everything. I was, ready to go viral on the internet for it. And when you get back and you're scrubbing through your video and you go, oh man, there's one.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's one. Yeah. And you didn't bring any of them back, you quit filming really quick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because you're too focused on that as opposed to looking, and that's what you're looking for, triangles or just straight lines. That's what I remember being told back in the day when I did this. Or is that what you would say, or what?
Triangles, straight lines, touch everything. A lot of the teeth,
yeah, you'll feel it.
If you're just looking for the triangles, you won't always see it because a lot of them can literally just be sticking out like this.
So it'll look like a rock. So why don't people touch them? They just look and they don't even touch it?
Yeah.
That's why we tell them touch everything. Even if you know it's a rib bone, a lot of times it can be buried and the shoulder will look just like the corner of a rib bone sticking out. Have a hold of it. Touch everything. It will move.
I had that. I had his voice in my head going when I was down there. Touch everything. I was like, look.
That's about all I've seen of this one.
Yeah, just a little. He got like a broken piece,
this is
broken tooth. Yeah, a tooth like what Jerry has, which is just like a section of a megalodon shark tooth. Are those worth anything, or they got to be in perfectly good shape to be like have any real value to them? What do you think?
It really depends. I know there's buyers out there that will buy frags by the pound. That's what we call them. Anything that's not a full tooth, we call it a frag.
Yeah.
If it's broke down the center, we call it a heartbreaker.
Yeah,
that's a good one. You can find two of them like that. Imagine giving it to a couple or selling it.
Well, actually, what I think what they do, and correct me if I'm wrong, but now with 3D printing and stuff, they're taking those fragments and they're, you can send it to a person and they'll like finish it out for you and what the tooth would be. Don't they do that
fake,
now?
Though.
Well, yeah, but it just shows you how big the tooth actually is, right?
So not with 3D printing. But there are a couple guys, and I would almost call them artists,
right?
That will repair a tooth. And what is it called?
Resins?
No, it's
dentists.
It's called like fossil bond or something like that. It's got it's got ground up fossil in it, and then they'll hand paint to make sure that the enamel and everything looks correct.
Right. They're like dental caps for your teeth, but for megalodon. Right. Yeah. And it doesn't make it valuable. It just like if you wanted a cool souvenir, like, hey, I found this, even though they had to recreate the rest of the tooth, you could take one of those fragments and do that, I guess, right? If you want to go that route.
Or you can just come back out and see us and we'll
get a real one, get a full one. That's right. Brittany called it a counterfeit, which I don't know. That doesn't count.
I have a question. I have a question. I have a 4-inch blonde. How rare is that?
A 4-inch blonde. Well, it depends on how much did you pay for her. Hey, see what I did there? No, that's inappropriate, isn't it? I didn't do anything. Okay, hold on. Let's take a break, regroup, and regain my composure. That's next. Stay close. guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Dad, what are you doing in there?
I look these fish right in the eye, and they look back at me, and they see right through me. They know who I am, these fish.
Come on, baby, and do the fish. I'm gonna teach it to you right.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Greg the Dive Master right here in the studio with CJ, who's got his Mako shark tooth. And we were just talking during the commercial break. He's going to make it into a piece of jewelry.
No, I'm not.
Like Flavor Flav.
You asked me if I was going to do that.
Gold
I said no.
jewelry and put a clock on it too, and just run around like, time to dive. Like when someone sees it,
Greg?
just yell at him, time to dive.
You're retarded.
Time to dive.
Back to my question.
Okay,
Yes.
Brittany,
Please.
the Aqua Gypsy.
Brittany has a legitimate question.
She found
Right.
a 4-inch blonde shark tooth and
Megalodon.
Megalodon shark
Technically,
tooth.
I actually didn't find that one. I have found other ones.
Yeah.
That one I bought at a charity event for adaptive scuba divers.
Okay, so we have some shark teeth experts with us. Do you have any idea if it's blonde? Which I don't know why it would be blonde, first off. Just bad dental hygiene on that particular megalodon or what?
No, so it all depends on where it was found in the sediment that it sat in. We have an area literally just outside of where we dive that's called Golden Beach. It's famous for finding blondes and golden beaches. It all has to do with if there's an iron deposit close to it. If it's not fully blackened, then it means it's not fossilized all the way. So it's they're a lot lighter than your normal black Venice tooth.
Yeah. So does that make them more valuable or not necessarily? Or it just
They
depends?
do.
It does.
The blondes and the golden beaches and the brownies are definitely worth more than a normal boneyard tooth.
Okay.
So, like, how much?
Yeah, 400
Roughly.
blonde, 4-inch blonde. What do you think? What's it going for on the open market? What would you say?
I mean, that's
Thousands.
Yeah, it's a loaded question. I mean, it could be 450, 500. It could be 3,000.
Or if you take that blonde and put it in a gold chain with a clock and run around and go, time to dive. It'll be worth $1,000 easy, Brittany.
Easiest way to think about it, just think of it like diamonds. It goes off of size, and then it goes off of like unique and quality.
Kind of like Barry's nether regions.
What?
No, I don't.
What?
Rick, shut up.
Come
So
on.
weird.
Once again, no
Always talking about-
lobsters for you. You will
Always
never
talking
get
about
a lobster
bugs.
tail.
Okay, that's enough.
So weird.
Gosh, tough crowd.
No,
anywho.
fair crowd.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good stuff, guys. Keep it up. And yeah, we may have to come out there and do another dive. Try to find some bigger teeth and megs and stuff like that. But I do want to switch up gears just a little bit here and talk about going to Barbados. Kenny from Sweetwater Scuba is going to join me at Barbados Dive Fest, and the rest of you aren't. So suck it, losers. Kenny, feel free to chime in with that as well if you'd like to tell them to suck it.
Greg, I got to play the even keel here. I'm quote unquote the voice of reason on the air. Remember?
At least there's one. Yes.
He's Swiss.
Yes, but you're looking forward to going to Barbados, I would assume, right? Yeah.
Oh gosh, what do you think, Greg? Come on.
It's going to be awesome.
He does ask a lot of dumb questions.
Yeah. Well, I've been there actually. I did go there a couple years. Actually, I hadn't even been 2 years. I just did a stop off tour on a family cruise, and we went around, visited a rum factory, as you do in Barbados. They're pretty famous for that. And we drove around the town a little bit, and they explained how Rihanna, under my umbrella, Ella, that chick, she lives there. She's from Barbados.
The singer? Why did you say the singer?
Well, because I wanted everybody to know what song we're talking about. Now you do, don't you? You
Not
hate
really.
that song.
I
You hate
never
it.
heard that song in my life.
You're a liar. Time to die.
I'm not a 12-year-old girl, Greg.
Okay.
Exactly have those tastes in music.
Okay. Well, she's very famous at Barbados.
I know the name, yeah.
Okay. So who knows? Maybe we'll go to Barbados Dive Fest. She might be joining in on the festivities for all I know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she'll be there, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Also,
whatever.
sure that you were there probably too.
I think somebody's jelly.
Then you wake up.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think the diving ought to be pretty good. It is one of the oldest dive fests throughout the Caribbean. They've been doing it for many years, but this will be our first time to visit for Barbados Dive Fest. Kenny, do you know anything about the island, or are you going in blind when you go in a couple weeks?
Going in blind, and I think that's what makes it fun, Greg. I've never been. We're there to I think basically there's a final celebration. We're there to kind of help host
Correct.
and do some dives.
Yeah. Actually, the official Barbados Dive Fest, I think, starts. Let me look at the calendar there. Yeah, it actually starts, I think, the 15th or the 16th. 15th, I believe. And then we're going to come in on the end of it. They got an end of week party. They got diving and festivities throughout the week.
That makes a lot of sense. You're coming in on the ass end of it.
Well, because we were already committed. And I was committed during the week, so we couldn't come for the whole week.
Right.
It's the truth. I mean, come on. You've listened to this show.
Do they have those
Every
wraps?
member of this show could be committed.
Do they have those wraps with the bones in them?
What?
Rotis.
Yeah, those are horrible.
You know what?
Don't eat those.
I don't know if that's a thing in Barbados or not. It might be. I like them, but you guys are
Barbados Dive Fest, August 16th to the 22nd.
okay. There you go. Very checked with ChatGPT.
Fact check is checked.
Yeah. So we're coming in for the end of the festivities, and then we're going to stay over a couple days to make up for missing some of the dives. So we'll get a day or two of dives, and join them for the end of the week festivities. Talk to all the divers that were participating.
Bring
in
us some rum
Barbados
back.
Dive Fest.
Bring us a bottle of rum
I think that would be a thing that will probably happen. Yes. I'll bring back some
For
rum.
all of us.
Whether it evaporates before we get to the airport for our return flight will be the big wild card.
It won't. You'll be fine.
I don't know. It could happen. But
Greg,
yeah, I mean,
it'd
that's
take you 4 months to sip your way through a bottle.
whatever.
You always
Whatever.
talk a big game.
Oh, you guys, man, you talking about some people that are jealous that
No,
we're going
they
to
did.
Barbados.
They know you too well.
Barbados, by the way, is the birthplace of rum. That's where it all started in the Caribbean. Was
Okay.
Barbados.
You know,
Beg your pardon?
Actually, incorrect.
No, that is true. They are known.
Incorrect.
Brittany, you want to check it
Did I
right
get
now?
that right? Aren't they famous for Mount Gay? And some other
Absolutely,
rum?
they are.
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
But
And
rum started in Boston, and it was called Kill Devil.
Yes, but it is considered the birthplace of rum, and they did not grow sugarcane. And where did you say?
Boston.
Boston.
Listen,
Yeah.
Greg, listen.
They got to
part of the
start with
triangle
sugarcane.
trade.
They got sugarcane in the Caribbean, not in Boston.
Yeah, they could have shipped it
It's
up
part
there.
of the triangle trade. They had all of these Scottish guys there. So they were trying to figure out something to do with the sugarcane
Right, but
as a part of the triangle trade.
But Boston
Read, Greg, read.
Boston is not known as the birthplace of rum. Barbados is.
It's Kill Devil.
It sounds legit, Greg.
Wrong. I mean, look it up. It's right there on their website. They call
Barry,
themselves the
go
birthplace
ahead.
of rum. Just
No,
saying.
no, Mount Gay started there.
Sure. Yeah.
They're famous
Yeah,
for it. Yeah, that's
no,
one
but it is
particular rum
Barbados.
company.
If you look it up online, it's considered the birthplace of rum. It is.
All right, here you go. Here you go.
There you go.
Rum originated in the Caribbean during the 17th century. Where
Barbados.
enslaved people on sugar plantations discovered that molasses, a thick byproduct of refining sugar cane, could be fermented and distilled into alcohol.
Yeah.
And then
And
you
Mount
read
Gay,
on
I
down
believe,
here-
Mount
Now
Gay
look
is
up
the
Kill Devil.
oldest distillery in the world, I think, for rum. I believe
Yeah.
that's right, too.
Yep.
So, I am correct. You are
Look up
wrong.
Kill Devil.
I don't know what the
No.
hell you're talking about.
It's
She's just
early
making.
names known as Kill Devil or Rum Bullion.
Okay, now you're really
It might be a
confusing
tie
us.
between the two.
Okay, well, we'll call it a draw for
They
now.
could both be
Okay.
true.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I need you to take off all of your jewelry right now because sometimes sharks can confuse the glint of your jewelry with fish scales. Does anyone have any questions?
Aren't you scared?
Oh, no. Do you know what the most deadly animal is? Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes killed 725,000 people last year. Do you know how many were killed by sharks? 10. And that's compared to the millions of sharks that we kill every year. So, no, you're more likely to be killed by a mosquito or another human being than a shark.
She says she's the perfect girl because she loves to dive. But that it changed because we know she needs scuba just to survive. Oh, but when she was told to check out the show called Scuba Radio, 'cause you'll never listen too much, and you need to feel the rush till I can dive with you. I'm gonna dive with you, 'cause the weather's right, and I think you're dynamite. I'm gonna dive with you.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. By the way, Brian Adams, who helped with that last little ditty.
If he was dead, he'd be rolling over in his
Oh, he's not
grave.
dead. He's in Orlando Wednesday night. We're gonna go see him live, and looking forward to it. He puts on quite a show.
He'll sound better than that.
I hope. Brittany Brown was listening to that song, and you see the expression on her face. She
Yeah.
was really digging it.
Utter disgust.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we apologized in advance, didn't we? Anyway,
I think so.
look,
I don't
we
think you
got
can keep doing
Scuba Radio, Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger, Bubble
James
Boy,
Sisu.
Vinny Two Tanks, Casey the Tobacco Nut, even Diver Dennis with us from Just Plain Radio.
Diver Dennis.
And they were lobster diving. But everybody's jealous because, I'm going to Barbados in a couple weeks with
Greg,
Kenny. Yes, Casey. What?
I just, in all honesty, when you're out on the liveaboard,
Yeah.
once it comes nighttime, I wish you would take a camera, mount it to the rail, so if there are any more light sources zooming under the boat, you have visual proof.
Well, no, that is why we had the scuba magician on earlier. He's going to Saba where I saw the underwater UFO. That's what you're referring to,
Well,
and that's
they
why
might
I
be-
sent him instead of me. He's going to do this in a couple weeks in Saba.
So you're saying there's no chance of seeing UFOs in Barbados?
Well, I've already seen him in Saba, so I don't need to go and revisit that again. I'm
Well,
gonna
you
let,
might see
I'm
it
gonna let him
in
document it. He has a new
Right.
website
But you're gonna
for
be
his
in
underwater
Barbados.
photography. Right, I am.
So
He's going on a.
I
He's
know,
gonna-
but we're talking about you. I think Casey's talking about your trip.
Okay, well, I'm going to go look in Barbados whether we see UFOs or underwater UFOs. It'll be a bonus. I'm not planning on that, but we got the UFO thing covered. And if the scuba magician goes out on that trip here in a couple weeks and sees an underwater UFO, then are you guys going to admit that?
No, because he's an illusionist. You can't trust him.
Okay, I can trust him. I trust him.
He's got a career based on fooling people.
Wrong.
Right.
No, that's not true.
Trickery.
He's
sorcery.
It's not
No,
sorcery.
it's magic. What's
Science.
wrong with you guys?
Which is evil. So
he
have fun in
actually-
hell.
Okay.
Have fun burning in hell.
He has a new website that is just about his underwater photography and his pictures and things. And I shared that with you guys. If you go to ScubaMagicianUnderwaterPhotography.com, you can check it out too. But he's quite the underwater photographer. So who knows?
Yes, he is.
He will catch, he might catch that UFO that I spotted years ago off the island of Saba. Casey brought it up. What do you want from me?
I'm trying to help you, Greg.
I don't know
I'm
if
trying to
you-
help you out.
You don't seem to be helping when I hear the rest of the
Well,
guy's reaction.
Even when somebody gives you a guaranteed thing, somehow you throw it off to the side and just wander away.
I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea.
You
Makes
know
no
why I find it hard to believe that Greg actually did this?
Did what?
Because saw a UFO.
I've told the story many times.
Yeah, I know, and nobody believes it because you would never, ever night dive. Getting you to night dive is like pulling teeth.
First
Even
off, it
if
happened
it's
during the middle of the day, Brittany.
Okay, well, there you go.
So it
You-
has
you
nothing to
hardly
do with
dive-
going on a night dive.
All right, well, you hardly
Greg
dive
doesn't
during the
night
day.
dive?
I
Is it
night
afraid of
dive
the
all
dark?
every time I get the
No,
opportunity.
he
Night dive?
doesn't.
Oh, I love it. Now,
Why no? That is a lie. I do night dive when I feel like it. I mean, I think Brittany's alluding to the fact sometimes we've been on liveaboards and I don't do the night dives because it cuts into my drinking time. It's pretty simple. That's
During
priorities.
the day, he naps all the time. He's
Okay,
got
and
a
your
big
point.
nap.
Okay, I'm
evidence of
efficient.
that.
All right, that's
So
I think the
He's
whole
not like Vinny and
underwater UFO was a dream, Greg.
Greg,
yeah, incorrect. It was middle of the day, smack dab, actually right around
No,
lunchtime.
you
It
said
was
it
really
was
bright.
at night.
I
You
did
said
not.
it was
I
at
still think it
night.
was the dolphin, and the sun was reflecting off the dolphin's back.
No,
And it went
Gerald?
way
shooting
too fast.
I think it's a punami, but oh well.
Oh, brother.
That could be.
I'm only let him get away with that because it
Greg,
was his birthday yesterday.
Greg, what happened to the spaceship that's supposed to be landing back in December or something?
Oh yeah, the
it was
big,
June was the big thing, and then of course nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
you
then
guys-
July, and then now we're in
You guys,
August.
all right, look.
No,
You guys,
Oh, crap.
you'll eat your words, but
No,
there is some stuff in
you
the
always
works,
say
as I've
that.
said many
No,
times
it's all-
before.
It's deceit.
It's a slow roll disclosure that's going on right now.
Sure,
and
it
I'm
is.
way ahead of the curve, and you guys will
You're a
catch up
sucker.
eventually. And
You're
when
a
it happens,
sucker.
once again, I'll tell you guys, you suck it. Anywho, it is what it might happen. Maybe I'll see something like that in Barbados, but I'm not expecting it. We're
drinking
just
now.
going to dive and
Greg, let me-
partake in the
Let
festivities
me put
of
it this
Dive
way: I
Fest.
believe more in gay Bigfoot than I do UFOs.
Kenny, just document everything that Greg does. Just follow him around.
Well,
with a
that's what he's going to
camera.
do. He's
That
going to
way
shoot
he
videos and
cannot
stuff. Yeah.
Lie about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
What do you-
all in the editing, Greg.
There-
It's all in the
exactly.
editing.
Yeah. I mean,
How much money are you gonna pay him?
no, Kenny, he knows how to make some movie magic. He might be able to do that. I don't
Oh,
know.
he can make you have some delusional sights of lights flying around in the water.
Okay, that isn't going to be the purpose of us going to Barbados Dive Fest. Why? you
Yeah,
guys-
but Kenny may say, "Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I need to do that."
No, I think we're going to be focused on seeing the underwater critters and what kind of marine life they have off the coast of Barbados, because neither one of us have dove it before.
Just
I
leave
was
you-
Pretty sure they have fish, Greg.
I was looking at the calendar. You have a lionfish hunt at 9 a.m. on Friday the 21st. Are you going to be there?
No, we get in there Friday afternoon. Yeah.
Okay.
But
There's
we're
a
going to
rec
talk to
day-
the people that have been doing the dives all week, and
Okay.
and
There's
that's
a
what we're gonna
rec
do.
day on Saturday the 22nd at 9 a.m.
right, they're very famous for a lot of the wrecks there, I believe. in
Are you going to
Barbados.
dive some wreck?
Yes, I said that earlier. Pay attention.
I don't think he said anything about Rex.
I don't
I
remember saying anything about
I said it
Rex.
last week. It's known
Oh.
for their they got a lot of nice wrecks, I think, off the coast of Barbados. That's one of the things they're known for. So we're gonna take it all in. We're gonna learn with everyone and share.
This up as you go along, don't you, Greg?
Oh boy, you guys! I'll just hit the mute button, and I can tell when I'm dealing with a crowd that is just super jelly, and they're just all they do is just they can't just support you like at the beginning of the show when I supported Jerry the Diver guy because I forgot his birthday yesterday and flew in Bigfoot just for his special day as my gift to him. This is the kind of reaction I get back? I don't think so. And I'm a little disappointed in my crew today, but on that note,
When are you not?
True. All right, remember, it's always better where?
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving, everyone.
If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters?
Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.